And problems are the gifts that we grow from. Problems mean that you're alive. The only people that don't have problems are 6 feet deep. Only
Mm.
ones. If you have problems, that means you're still breathing, means that there's still room to grow. And the problems are the obstacle course. You don't need to go to the Himalayas to go whatever, you can do these things. Your life is your initiation. Your life is the training ground.
Yeah. That's a good nugget. I'm going back for that one after.
That was actually Dr. Joe Dispenza. I learned
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah.
your life is your initiation. I learned from Dr. Joe,
Mhm.
who again another one that is just a national treasure.
Yeah, indeed. Do you have a daily practice?
I do. I do. And I change it constantly because I think consistency. Ralph Waldo Emerson said consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. And I think being consistently inconsistent is also very important because it's like doing the same workout over and over again. You never grow. You need to challenge your body to move in different ways, think in different ways, read different books, constantly be challenging your routine. But the routine for me around any type of self improvement, any type of constant, never ending improvement, this Kaizen, this Japanese concept that has this word for it, which is constant, never ending improvement. But there are components that are staples in my life. One is meditation, various modalities of meditation that I've experimented with, moving my body vigorously in some capacity, eating whole foods. Um, Hydrating, in these very human characteristics, putting inputs, mental, emotional inputs in, whether for listening to great podcasts, reading great books, different sound and audible things, having beautiful conversations, but these staples around then constantly switching them up and reinvigorating them to do different things because if you don't use it, you lose it, and this is a natural thing, and that's for just about everything. And so constantly finding new ways to challenge the body, challenge the mind, challenge beliefs, change them, think about them, listen to new perspectives, and be open to be wrong, be open to be able to say in harsh words what I believe today, and then hear a new variable and have the courage to change my beliefs tomorrow when I have new inputs and new variables.
Mm. Yeah, the only thing constant is change, is what
Yep,
they say.
that's right. Yeah, and this proverbial they have a lot to say these days.
Yeah, yeah, they do. I've never quite heard the daily practice though in put just the way that you put it, that it can't be always the same. There has to be some change to it.
I
Love
think that's
Emerson, and love,
and and like I said, for me, these are and opinions. Everybody's got an opinion, if you know what I mean. Not to be too crass, but with that said, just listening to your own voice, I think, has so much brilliance in it. Of yes, having advisors, yes, going and hearing different perspectives, but having the courage to listen to your own voice, listen to your own calling, listening to your own beliefs, and having the courage to change them when you get new inputs. I think it for me has been a big part of the process.
yeah, and being sure that the voice that you're hearing in your head is your voice and not the
That's
voice
right.
of your tribe,
That's right.
trying to
Th-
keep you safe
That's
along the way.
and survival and productivity and surviving and thriving are the same thing. And I think the only way that you can really gain these elevated emotions, these happiness, fulfillment, these things, is when you're making progress. And measuring the progress is a different discussion, but any type of progress, and progress is not linear. You take a step back, like in basketball, they call it a step back jumper. So you get hit, you take a step back, you create space, and then you shoot the shot. So just progress doesn't necessarily mean, some metric of growth every single day. Progress requires taking a step back. It takes, hit starting, to build a new building. We build buildings all over the country, huge skyscrapers, industrial facilities, houses. And sometimes there's an old building there that you have to level it. You have to completely tear it down before you build something new. And that's the same thing with growth, same thing with progress, is you got to tear down things which appears to be a step back, but in reality it's just making space for growth.